Hey, what is up guys, it's Rob. I hope you're doing really good out there. So, the amazing folks over at Sonicake have once again very kindly sent me something awesome to check out. Very excited about this one, and I believe this is the first thing that they've sent me that isn't a guitar pedal. So this is their brand new mini mixing console. So it says on the front of the box, it's the Sonicake QAI 150. It's basically a little mini mixing desk, and it's got 4 main channels. We've got 2 XLR inputs. It looks like we've got 4 jack inputs, 4 line inputs if you like. And for outputs, we've got a main left and right. It looks like they're jack outputs instead of speak on, as well as a headphone out as well if you want to plug your headphones directly into the desk. So the output is just obviously going into your headphones. And it also looks like you can plug a little device like a USB stick straight into the desk as well. Say if you've got some audio or some backing tracks on a little stick, that can go straight into the desk. And it also looks like there's a separate input where you can plug your phone into it as well. Say if you again playing some backing tracks or some audio from your phone, that can go straight into the desk also. And not only that, it looks like it's also got built into it 24 different audio effect presets that we can add to the audio that we're trying to capture. So quite clearly it does an awful lot of stuff. So why would you need a little mini mixing desk, a little mini mixing console? Well, this can be used in 3 different ways, and probably more than that, but the main 3 ways that I can think of is that firstly, this can be an audio interface. So if you want to do any recording, you can use this to plug your microphones or guitars or whatever it is into the desk and route that into your computer, which is what I'll show you very soon. So you can capture audio and do a bit of home recording. But this could also be a very useful tool for live performance as well. If you're a musician, if you're a performer, and you've got a pretty simple rig where it might just be a singer who needs to sing with some backing tracks as well, you can put your microphone and your backing tracks through this out into a speaker. This will take care of all of that. And you've even got the effects in it, like I said, some reverbs and delays that you can add onto your voice. But when Sonicake first got in touch with me, it sounds like they're pushing this as a product that would be extremely useful for live streamers. And it's definitely not difficult to see why this would be an extremely useful tool for somebody who is interested in doing some live streams, which I'm going to be completely honest is me. I'm interested in being able to set up some live streams further into this year. And even before Sonicake got in touch with me, I was wondering how I would go about getting all of the audio right for a live stream, because I'd want backing tracks professionally captured into whatever my streaming service would be, as well as obviously my guitar. I want to be able to play the guitar and it sound good, and you know, any effects or plugins or anything that I apply to my guitar tone, I want that to be captured also, but as well as just my voice. So that's 3 separate things that I'd want to put through one live stream, and I had no idea how to go about it until Sonicake got in touch with me asking me to demo this, and the timing could not have been better. So what I'm going to do is I've already got the desk plugged in, and I'm going to make a separate video about my live streaming setup, because that's something that I've been trying to figure out for the last few weeks. It's taken me a while. It took a lot of little figuring out how to get all of those things captured, and this desk is involved in that process, but there's other things as well. So I want to make a separate video about the live streaming setup, including this and all the other things that I need for that. But what I'll do in this video is I want to give you a quick demo of the desk itself. I've got it plugged into my laptop as if it's going to be an audio interface. So I can kind of show you through some of the settings that it has on it in terms of the effects and things like that. And we'll just play about with it and see what we can do with it. So let's go and check that out now. Right, so hopefully I've got all this set up properly. I've got the desk just to my left all set up with a microphone plugged in. Not using the microphone yet, that's my camera microphone picking me up currently. But I've also got my DAW loaded up. I'm just going to use GarageBand for this. And the desk there, as soon as you plug it in and as soon as you turn it on, you can see that it says line and 24. 24 means what effect preset it currently is. And if you actually look on the little list of effect presets there, 24 actually says original, which means there's no effects. Technically there's 23 effects, and 24, or the 24th option, is just normal. So that's what comes up as standard. So as I said, I want to use this as an interface. I want to be able to plug this into my laptop, which I'm using at the moment, and be able to use it for doing recording and things like that. So the first thing I need to do is actually make it an interface by pressing the different mode, which kind of switches what it's being used for. The line option, as it says line there, that's kind of like a normal everyday sort of mixing desk sort of thing, where you've got your inputs and your main outputs potentially going to a PA or something like that. So if I press the mode button on the front here, you'll see it switches to, now it says PC. Now if you look at my PC, if I go on a new project here, it says my instrument is connected with the MV Silicon B1 USB audio. I know that doesn't say Sonicake QAI 150, but that is the interface. That is the thing I want to use. So I'm just going to click input 1 there and create that track. So as you can see, we're getting a signal straight away there, which is actually, bring this out the way, hopefully this won't destroy everything that I've just set up. So this microphone that I've got here, which as you can see is plugged into input 1 here on the front. And obviously I've got that channel, I've got the volume turned up pretty much all the way on this one, and you know, I've got the gain up as well. So obviously you're not hearing this microphone at the moment because I've not pressed this button. But if I press record here, and now I start speaking into this microphone, now you can hear what this sounds like. So this is now this microphone instead of the camera microphone, and it's all being captured with the interface there, the sound desk. So we're getting a signal. I can hear my voice through this microphone. It's going straight into the desk. And that's basically all there is to it. I could also plug another thing into channel 2 if I wanted to do a separate recording. But whilst I've got this all plugged in here, as I said, I can record my voice, but another thing that you could use it for recording is acoustic guitar or something, which I have right here, so I could... record some acoustic guitar if I want to, just by using that desk. Everything's straight in there. And it does have a little bit of an EQ as well. The green ones there is the high and low, so you can kind of alter those if you want to change your EQ a little bit. You're not going to have loads and loads of options because it's only a little mini mixing desk. It's not a huge one. Anyway, what I thought I'd do very quickly is I'd just cycle through some of the inbuilt effects that I could apply to my voice currently as I'm recording it here. So things that you could do, you could add on yourself. So firstly, to do that, what I would do is just cycle up, because there's 2 buttons here that say up and down, which means that's cycling up and down through this list of effects. So if it starts by default on 24. So if I press up, that should take us to back to number 1. Wow, we're on number 1, and now you can hear I've got a lot of reverb on my voice there. So I'll cycle up through that one. That's number 1. Number 2. Now even more. That's a big sort of a big change there. Number 3. Wow. Suddenly I don't sound like I'm in my living room anymore. I sound like I'm in some sort of massive cathedral or something. Number 4. Bit of delay. Number 5. Bigger reverb again. 6. Now, this is an interesting one. I think we start to get to a point where it actually has quite a lot of different auto-tune features. Now, this one, before I actually talk about this, let me just turn this off. It's got quite a lot of auto-tune features. Basically has an auto-tune feature for live capture for basically every key, all the sharps and flats and all your normal sort of 7 notes, A to G. So I'm going to say something about that very quickly, is that I probably wouldn't use that feature, especially in recording or live, because I'd prefer to use an auto-tune if I was going to use one where I could edit it afterwards, where this is only capturing it and you can't do anything with it once the sound has been captured. You can't alter it or tweak it. It's just, you can set the key and that's about all you can do, but if it doesn't really register properly, then you can't really do anything with that. So that's not something that I would use, but it's cool that it's got it. If that's something that you might want to use, then it's there. So after all the auto-tune things, now we start to get a little bit silly, because it sort of changes the pitch.
And again, suddenly I sound very strange.
One more, high pitched again, and this one, high pitched with some delay.
2, low pitch with some reverb, low pitch with some delay.
And now we're back to normal. So there you go, that's all the effects that this thing has as well. So as I said, it loads up straight away on the line setting. So if I press the mode, it says line there straight away. So like I said, to switch it to the interface, I need to press the mode button once more, which changes that now to PC. So that's where I just had my microphone plugged into in channel 1 a second ago. And these buttons down here, these little things, they are just your overall sort of channel output volumes, so you can obviously turn them up or turn them down, with gains as well if you want to reset the gain, and there's your EQ. So that's basically it. This is the main effect master there, so you can toggle it on and off, but if you want to apply the effects also to a channel, you have these effect buttons on the channels also. So there's your main 2 channels. We've got channel 3 and 4 there, which are more lines. You've got some other, these RCAs I believe, your 2 outputs on the front there. This is just cycling through some other options as well. If I press the mode button again, it now says Bluetooth, so you can actually Bluetooth to this desk as well, which is pretty cool. Obviously we have our headphone option for an output there for if I want to use headphones straight into it. I don't know why I'm wearing these because I'm not using them. And just above the headphone option there, that is where you could also plug your phone. There's a little phone icon there where it says main, so you can plug your phone into it. So obviously, and then we have the USB slot as well if you want to plug a USB stick or something straight into the desk also. So here's just another quick demonstration recording some acoustic guitar if I play a chord progression. Something like that very quickly. If I go back and I can go on a separate track here and I can record over the top of it. So still using the same inputs and everything like that, but I'll try and do a bit of lead playing. But what I might do as well is I'm just going to kick on a bit of reverb for this one. So there you go guys, there is a quick look at the Sonicake QAI 150 mini mixing console. Like I said, super useful tool for any musician. If you're a musician and you don't have a little mini mixing desk like this, then I can't recommend getting one enough because you will find use for it somewhere. Live streaming, live recording, home recording, live performance, anything like that, this will tackle all of it. And this is an inexpensive desk that does all of the things that you need it to and probably more. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description below where you can check these out if you want some more information or if you wanna go and pick one up. As I mentioned, I'm gonna make a video very shortly talking about my live stream setup, which will be using the desk as well as other things as well. So stick around for that if you're interested. And then following that, hopefully soon, I will actually be able to do some live streams and I'm looking forward to getting into that. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while, but I wanted to make sure I had everything set up first properly before I did that. So I'm looking forward to the future with these sorts of things. So I want to say a massive thank you once again to Sonicake for sending me the product to do this demo, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, then please leave it a like, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. If you're new to my channel, then please don't forget to subscribe. I make lots of guitar and music related content, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. So thanks for watching.